Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection because perfection doesn't exist. Sephora UK, it was just a rumour. It was a rumour floating around for the longest time, but we finally have Sephora.co.uk and we're finally gonna have on March the 8th in Westfield White City a physical store that you can go into and touch products and buy products too. This is exciting because they have some exclusive brands in there that you're not gonna see in any other physical store in the UK. So in today's video, as well as taking you around this actual Sephora store that I got to go to pre-launch, I want to share some of my favorite Sephora UK brands, exclusive brands, and brands that you should give a go if you haven't already. And I actually want to start with fragrance. So if you listen to mine and my brother's podcast, you may have heard me talking about the fragrance brand Commodity. Now, I'm someone who enjoys wearing fragrance all the time, whether I'm going out or not, whether I'm in bed or not. Even sometimes if I've not even showered, I'm like, I'm just going to spray a fragrance. And what I love about Commodity is they have something called the Scent Space Collection. And what this is, to put it very simply, with every fragrance, with every scent they do, they have kind of like a scent space linked to it, which is pretty much a level of fragrance. For example, one of my favorite fragrances of theirs is Milk, and that comes in 3 different scent space. So we have personal, minus, and this is a very subtle kind of fragrance. They describe it as those who prefer subtle, intimate fragrance to be noticed only by you and the few you allow close. And this is a kind of fragrance I'll wear to bed, you know, to not choke out my partner and he'd be like, why are you wearing fragrance to bed? And these are molecular compositions as well, so they kind of have that lightweight, like, oh, do you just smell clean or is that a fragrance kind of scent to them? This is why I don't talk about fragrance, because I can't describe it. The next scent space up is called expressive. And I would say this is kind of like your average everyday fragrance level. They describe it as making a statement without overpowering any space to be noticed by you and the many around you. And yeah, this is average everyday kind of fragrance to me. And the final scent space is Bold Plus, and they describe this as designed for those intent on making their presence known. They are for you and everyone else in the room. They don't say that, I've said that, because when I wear Bold Plus or my brother wears Bold Plus, it's constantly asking what your fragrance is in a nice way, you know? And I love that. I love having like different scent spaces for your favorite fragrance depending on how bold you want to go with your fragrance that day. So as I mentioned, one of my favorite fragrances is Milk. Milk minus, because this is one of my everyday fragrances, my go to bed wearing fragrance, my get up in the morning fragrance. It's warm, it's musky, but verging on sweet. Commodities say Milk's warm notes of marshmallow, tonka bean, and mahogany wood are made lustrous with skin, musk, and white cedar. Light as a feather, this sweet caressing scent lays close like a second skin. And it is, think like good molecules, but a lot more interesting, you know? And Commodity are Sephora UK exclusive. I'm looking forward to going into the actual store, picking up and sniffing, and not blind buying my next bottle. Next up is a brand that I think I first saw on Hiram's channel, and I was so annoyed because I was like all the Americans are using this. Why can't we just get it? Just ship to the UK. And now they do through Sephora.co.uk, and they're going to be exclusive in store in Sephora in Westfield. One of my favorite products from theirs, I've only actually tried 2, so it was one of my favorite 2 of their moisturizers I've tried, is the Skin Barrier Restoring Gel Cream. And this is we all know I don't like skin barrier restoring creams that are thick, medicinal, clinical feeling, you know, but this is a gel cream that does all the good things for your barrier, has all those really nice skin soothing, restoring ingredients without feeling thick and heavy, so great for my combination skin. We have niacinamide and zinc PCA in here, so great if you're prone to breakouts, if you're very, very oily. We have something called saccharide isomerate, which I've never actually heard of before, but this soothes and supports the skin barrier to deliver long-term hydration. Then we have 1% heptapeptide blend, so supporting the microbiome and your skin barrier. We also have green tea in here, so antioxidant, and squalane as well, so it's nicely moisturizing without being thick and greasy. They have a lot of products I really want to try. I've seen that they have like these body exfoliating pads, which I really, really want to give a go, because I used to exfoliate a lot in the shower, but I find that I prefer kind of like exfoliating and moisturizing and using lotion stuff out of the shower. Especially with exfoliants, I don't really want to apply them to wet skin. So I'm looking forward to picking up those and seeing what else they have to offer as well. One brand I'm looking forward to getting to know more of is the Sephora's own by brand Sephora collection. Their skincare has some real hidden gems, you know. Their all-day hydrator moisturizing face cream is the perfect gel cream. Basically, think Rovectin, the lotus cream, whatever that was called, but kind of like sticks around a bit more in a nice way. And by that I mean, like, usually with gel creams you get a really nice dose of moisturization, hydration, and kind of towards the end of the day, kind of like, you know, like early evening, you're like, oh, my skin's feeling a little bit tight and dry again now. This kind of like sticks around. It leaves you feeling very hydrated, mainly throughout most of the day. We have glycerin and sodium hyaluronate in here, so it's nicely hydrating. We have Bisabol in here, which I feel like we don't see a lot of, but I believe it's just very soothing. So if you have very like irritated skin, these gel creams come in great in summer when your skin's feeling a little bit like parched and sun damaged. Bisabol helps really calm everything down. And then ascorbyl glucoside, which is a vitamin C derivative, but a very, very good one. So be sure to wear sunscreen with this. But yeah, it's just such a nice, brightening, plumping, hydrating moisturizer. We have to talk about Glow Recipe being in a physical store in the UK. You know, Glow Recipe's been in the UK for a while, but it's so different to just be able to go in and stock up, you know? Glow Recipe and Peace Out are probably two of the brands that I usually have to get shipped over in bulk more so because, you know, Glow Recipe's been available in the UK for a while, but it's never in stock. Glow Recipe I don't have to talk about too much because you know my favorites. Their exfoliants are my go-to products. Their BHA toner and also the strawberry exfoliating serum. As far as Peace Out goes, their Peace Out pores, the strips you get for your nose and your forehead, are incredible. I'm surprised they haven't gone more viral with the whole hydrocolloid trend coming back in with TikTok, but they make giant, almost pimple patches for your nose. So if you're looking to remove excess sebum, like blackheads, all that kind of gunk in your nose without having to rip off a nose pore strip, the Peace Out pores do that perfectly. Overnight you can just wear it and you wake up with a really clear looking nose. One of my favorite lip care brands, Esho, is gonna be in store. I feel like that's gonna fly off the shelves. If you don't know about Esho, they make an amazing collection of lip care products that you can kind of all use in one routine. My favorite combination of theirs is their Drench, which is like a really super hydrating lip product. I feel like a lot of people forget a hydration stage for your lips because you can slap some Vaseline on, but you haven't moisturized or hydrated your lips, and hydrating makes such a big difference. And in the best way, this is going to sound really weird, but when you use it, you feel like you've dribbled too much because it's so hydrating. You're like, and then you just cover it in Coat, the ultra hydrating repair and heal lip balm from Esho. It's like a fancier Vaseline, obviously way more intense and interesting than just Vaseline, but it's that finishing touch that you want to lock everything into your lips. So there we go. Those are some of the brands I'm really looking forward to seeing in physical real life in a real physical store, Sephora UK. Once a dream, now a reality, over in Westfield, White City, March the 8th. And here we go on our way in our Sephora taxi. Sephora. The store looked huge. Look at it. Massive. I didn't expect anything less, to be honest with you. There were so many people who were so excited, and I obviously went straight to Glow Recipe to stock up on everything. Well, a few essentials, and also Supergoop were there. I kept being surprised at the brands that I actually knew were going to be there. I, of course, had to look at the Sephora collection, made the mistake of letting Robert film, so I filmed myself, and I had to pick up one of my favorite moisturizers. And then I saw Skinfix right next to it, looking through all the products I didn't even know existed, and was very, very interested in this cleanser. I saw this hot in social media section, which I think is such a good idea. You see all your like TikTok viral products. Peace Out were right by the tills, along with Esho and Innisfree. Again, I knew they were going to be there, but I was just happy and surprised to see them. And then I found Commodity along the fragrance wall right at the back. There's my favorite milk. Had a little break from shopping to watch a few performances. And this was cool. There's like an engraving section where you can engrave like bottles of perfume and stuff. It wasn't up and running when we got there. Bumped into Saffron on the way, and then Sugar Babes. I probably have to stop there for copyright reasons, but oh my god, a childhood dream come true. So thanks, Sephora. So we've just come back from the Sephora event. I'm in Robert's room ordering food. We're exhausted. It was so fun. So much fun. So fun. We got to shop. Initially we thought we weren't allowed to shop, but there were baskets and we were told to shop, so we shopped. Then the original Sugar Babes came out of nowhere. And they were like, the original lineup, and then they sung Overload, and it was like literally life made. And then we got our gift bags, which I'm gonna go back to my room and I'm gonna go through and give you a little haul of the gift bag and what I bought. I stocked up on some basics and some things that I wanted to try, a few extras. I'm in my hotel room. This is the best angle I can get, but we were allowed to shop at the Sephora launch. Ta-da! So, whilst this is a sponsored video, this is all stuff I purchased with my own money, and I want to show you what I really, really wanted. First up, I had to get a fragrance. This is Juliet Has a Gun. This is Moscow Mule. I can't remember what it smelled like now. It was such a huge event. I got a little bit overwhelmed, but I smelled this and thought I need this immediately. Shiseido were there. I forgot they were going to be in Sephora. This is the Expert Sun Protector Face and Body Lotion. I've heard very good things about this. It's SPF 50+. When I hear for face and body though, I get a little bit like, is it for my oily skin? Because my nose can't take what my chest can, for example. So it's huge though, it's huge. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that is. I'm not gonna open it because I've got about, like 12 sunscreens open that I'm going through at the moment. Innisfree, another brand I forgot were gonna be there. Honestly, Sephora has like everything. I got the Innisfree Dewy Glow Toner. The moisturizer kind of went properly viral on TikTok for giving you like a really nice instant dewy glow. So I want to see if the toner lives up to the dewiness of the moisturizer. And then I had to get the Innisfree Green Tea Seed facial cream because I love the serum, and I remember when I had this cream, I used it all the time. Like years ago, I absolutely loved it. Sorry, I keep thinking the camera's over there, but it's here. Skinfix. So as I mentioned, I want to try a few more bits from Skinfix. I managed to get the foaming oil cleanser, which sounds very, very nice, and the triple lipid collagen activating serum. If they're as good as their moisturizers, I'm gonna absolutely love these. Stocked up on this Eborian CC Red Correct. I'm actually wearing it now. It's very, very light. You can see a lot of my redness. It didn't last long. It was very hot in there. I got a bit sweaty. But this is a nice travel version. And then I want to try more of the Sephora collection. So I got overnight hydrating mask because I love the hydrating moisturizer so much. Cute. Simple packaging in a pump. And then the AHA BHA Soothing Cleanser, which I'm looking forward to trying. When my skin's very sensitive, I do like to use an exfoliating cleanser rather than like heavy exfoliating toners and stuff. And then obviously, I had to stock up on a few things. I got 2 of the Watermelon Glow PHA BHA Pore Tight Toner from Glow Recipe. I got the Pink Juice Moisturizer. And then I got the Watermelon Nice and my dewdrops for my friend Ashton because I've got like 5 of these at home. But I know she wants some of that. Okay, back to me in real time now. So yeah, let me know if you're gonna go, let me know what you're gonna pick up. I feel like walking around a physical store is gonna make me try so many new brands and so many different products rather than just scrolling around on a website and missing a whole load, It's gonna be so different seeing everything in real life. So let me know in the comments down below, all that good stuff. You got some more product reviews here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.